Hey everybody, Michael Santarcangelo from the Security Catalyst here. With the Security Catalyst office hours recap for Friday, April 30th, 2021. If you haven't had a chance to join us yet for office hours, I invite you. We do them every Friday at noon Eastern time, and you can learn more at securitycatalyst.com/office hours. And we talk about all sorts of things, and this week in particular is what I would call the Creativity Week. We opened up by talking about the power of something called a ZettleKasten. It means slip box, and it's all about notes, the zettles, the size of a slip, and the ability to atomize your notes and then link them together, and how we can make sense out of this, because a lot of times when we're writing, we're coding, we're creating, we're solving a problem, we see connections, we see other things. What if we started linking those things together? What if we started showing our work and looking for the patterns in that? And that led to this fantastic conversation around knowing what we need and that trade-off between getting that experience and knowing who to ask and what to ask and how to know when we're there. And then we talked about creating and the importance of creating, that ability to satisfy some piece of us, not just solving the problems. So then we talked about flow state, that when you're in that zone, when you're in that place where you're not overthinking it, maybe you're not even thinking it, you're fully present, and it's engaging. So we said, well, how? How do you get there? What's happening in our brain? And we talked about if we tend to fall back to the level of our base training, does that change the way that we train? If we change the way that we train, if we're more deliberate, if we practice differently, does that set that up? So that got us to talking about quality versus quantity, and how quality is often a result of quantity. We talked about an experiment with a pottery class, but think about championship teams and how we can recall one or two games out of the hundreds that they've played, or the hundreds that a star performs in their career. It's one or two that stand out. It's three or four that stand out. The trick, of course, is that we have to be able to tolerate creating a certain amount of junk. It's the subpar stuff. Can you do that? Can you do that? And when you do that, can you listen for that feedback? Can you pull it together? So then can you develop the consistency? So what we really kind of came down to was, can we have a process and a discipline of a process to allow us to create in a way that allows us to improve what we're doing so that we can do better? Or as it was summed up by one of the participants, if we do the work, if we hone our craft, then when the muses show up, we can create remarkable and amazing things. So I hope that you're creating remarkable and amazing things. I hope you join us for office hours next week. securitycatalyst.com/office hours. See you then.